had to come back and say, I know I'm not going to redo that whole last video trying to bring you up to speed on what God said. I know that's a powerful, like what I named this was kind of powerful, Dear White People Part 2. So I'm going to say, if you're just now coming in, go watch A Dangerous Message, the video I did called A Dangerous Message, and you'll understand where this is coming from. But God told me to come back and as he said, there's going to be many of you that are there's so much emotion behind what I just said, you know, to where God said I needed to come back and explain something. And he said, through explaining it, you'll be confirmed. Do you know how all the other races have a humbleness to their dealings with God? A humbleness to their dealings with other people as it relates to God. You know, like the Mayans, the Hopi, the Hawaiians, the Hawaiians, everyone has this humility of being used to being disciplined. So know this: God said you are about to be disciplined in the process of getting to the adoption ceremony. But he said, know this: he only disciplines the people he loves. So, and like some of you, like he said, evidence of what he's saying is in the fact some of you are offended by the concept of real submission. Hey, my love, man, God has been, he is all over me right now. On race relations, like tons of it. What I hear him saying, praise God, what I hear him saying is so let me say this directly to white people. I can't even look away. I gotta say it. You know how all the other cultures have this, when you've been beat up by God, there's this humility that is upon you to where you won't eat any, you won't do the fear factor food, or you don't feel you maybe you wanted back in the day, a person would have been like, I'm of my own destiny, like a white person would have said that. But the other cultures know that's a no-no. You get what I'm saying? I hope I'm explaining this, but it's like God was saying that's the factor that lets you know it is your adoption party, because everybody else already got it. Everybody else has this disciplined humbleness for God. No, you ain't I can't even explain it. I wish I could, but I feel like he told me to say this because you'll get it. With all the tribal, with all the of God's, you can see God's hand on the fear and trembling of a people that are afraid to hurt other people. You get what I'm saying? It's literally like some groups have been disciplined so severely. Now, I'm not saying that, I'm not just in a bad way, because we talking about God. Look, the tribulation could have been a lot worse. But some groups have been disciplined so severely to where there's just certain things in deep inside our hearts we can't do. If that makes sense. Like you see it on the Asians, tell you the truth, which I don't know. We got to look into that. There's something going on there. But you know what I'm talking about, that honor thy father, thy mother, that innate 10 commandment life. That comes from getting your butt whooped. I'm talking about not you. I'm talking about the other cultures, like black people. We know how to shut up and sit down when it come to God. Polynesians, I don't, they know how to shut up, sit down, and respect certain factors of God. Just so many, like, and God was telling me that's the supernatural factor of why it's your adoption ceremony, why you're gonna be surprised at how many people are gonna be so happy for you. But the thing that gotta grow inside of you, or the thing that's about to grow, remember I told you something's gonna open up inside of you. It's that thing that I'm trying to tell you about is the, like, you know how some of us like be yeah, we ain't walking on no, nobody's grave or something like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's the it's certain things that supernatural butt whoopings from God make you do. And he said that's about to open up in you to where you're going to be afraid to hurt people. Like, but like, you get what I'm saying? Not afraid, like, no, but like the good kind of afraid, the humbled kind of afraid, the kind where you go, ooh, there's something in my spirit quieter now. You get what I'm saying? Like, whereas before it felt like you had to be in control of everything, that, oh, no, there's something in your spirit that gets quieter but for fear. I want you to know that, like, because I don't want you to get confused. God said there's a problem with submission. And in all the other cultures, there's a healthy fear of God. But from experience of having your butt beat, not like fear from God, like, yes, I know, I fear him, I love him. No, I'm talking about there is something with the other cultures. And that's what, not to say you're gonna get your butt whooped, because remember, the tribulation has been we're 3 years into it already, and it's not as bad as we think it's gonna be. But there's gonna be something that's gonna happen, or something's gonna open up inside of you, is what God is telling me. That you don't have to stop yourself. Yourself is automatically gonna stop. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to refrain from certain things anymore, because you're going to be so afraid to touch them that you ain't going to touch it, or you ain't going to hurt it, or you ain't going to hurt them. That's what all the other, not like the world, the powers that be made, tried to make the world or you think that it came from, slavery beat up black people and made them that. The situation put us in a place where we were so hands behind our back, where the only one you could call on is God. And then God goes about teaching you how to navigate that scenario, is what I so You haven't been there yet. Like, not from where, it's like okay, women get this. A white man probably won't understand this. Going somewhere, being afraid to go somewhere, thinking that people will actually attack you and overcome upon you. You get what I'm saying? Like, women feel that way. Like, when we go places, we're paying attention to the exes. You came together, you lead together. You know, the stuff that women have to do because evil lurks, right? Well, there's certain things that you haven't got the opportunity to learn. Not that evil lurks. You know evil well. You know evil lurks. But there's some things where, like, some of our fear comes from, like, not fear, but some of our, the Bible says perseverity builds character. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of our character comes from God dealing with us in the late night hours, making us feel better about whatever the case may be, sitting with us in our defeat. When God sat with us in our defeat or in our answered no, like God flat out done told us no about something. Because I can't say defeat. No, when God done flat out told us no. And that's the problem, is that, there we go. Thank you, God. He said, you see it as defeat. But like, there's certain people, not just us, because I don't want you to think I'm just talking about black people. No, all the other races have this innate, inherent fear, but it's a healthy fear of certain things when it come to God. That didn't come to, I just want you to know that came to us from the time where you gotta sit and process. There ain't nobody process with but God. That time when we sat talking to him after we watched somebody, be hanged or lynched, or for Hawaiians, after someone took the dirt from the burial site that was sacred ground, after, like, that, you're about to experience that after part. And I'm telling you right now, it quiets your soul. I'm letting you know right now, it does. I hope I'm explaining this right. I don't even know if I should be explaining it any further. Just know this, for the extra skeptic about what I've said tonight. Just look at all the other races. All of them have this code rooted in fear for God. I haven't seen that on you. And I hear God saying that's what it's coming for you, which is good. It's going to let you be an light. Like, you're going to light up because of it. But it's the submission problem he was trying to tell me about, to where just saying this could make someone offended. You get what I'm saying? Just saying this, like the fact, like saying you don't know what it's like to have been told, no, sit down, don't ask me no more, and there ain't shit you can do about it. I ain't gonna lie, that's the peace that passes all understanding. That is real faith in God, when you get put to that place of, and God said, get excited because all the other races got it. All of them. And you're about to get it too. Like, all of his people got that already. Like that all of them. And he said, you're about to get it too. Get excited. And yeah, it comes with some type of discipline. I don't know what he's going to do or what he already, I feel him kind of saying currently is doing in a lot of people's lives. But it's going to bring a quiet that will allow someone to tell you God said shut up and sit the down, and you don't want to Karen up on them. That's it. It's whatever's driving Karen, y'all about to lose it. Because that's the only way you can have God. You get what I'm saying? Whatever's driving Karen to do what she be doing, yeah, y'all gonna have a little bit more peace. Because you will know that you could, like, only helpless people, people who have ever felt helpless to the powers that be, understand that kind of faith. You get what I'm trying to, I hope you get what I'm trying to say. I hope that'll, I'm doing this as delicately as I could do it, because it's supposed to be a feel-good message, but it's a not, or confirming message to let you know all you gotta do is stand back and look. Look at all the other different cultures. Look what's happening. You're about to get adopted. Yes, you're the people that weren't a people. He said it in Deuteronomy. Was it Deuteronomy? Oh, and I said that verse earlier wrong. But I know it was in Deuteronomy, I think 31, where he said, when he was talking about the Israelites, right? He had said, y'all about to be oppressed by a people that ain't a people. And I'm letting you know that factor of never being pushed to submission from God, to where don't touch that. Shut up and sit down. Your God. Because when you do gotta shut up and sit down, that's the one who minister to your soul. Like when oppression comes, real oppression, like, or better yet, no, because God showed me earlier, y'all know oppression, but y'all just know it from birth. Like y'all know it from y'all family members. Y'all don't know it from an outside source, right? But he's the outside source that's coming, and then you can't go unless you're willing to be oppressed by him. I hope I'm saying this right. Let's take a moment and make sure I'm really saying this right, because this is a touchy situation. Black people gonna be mad at me for saying, you got oppression. To say that white people have been oppressed by other white people, what the truth is, hurt people the way they was hurt. Let's be real. You get what I'm saying? So some people gonna get mad at me for that. Other people gonna get mad at me for saying, what's wrong with Karen? Why she's the only one to get things done. Yeah, but Karen gotta learn how to shut up and sit down, or she gonna overstep God. You get what I'm saying? Like knowing how to, it's a peace that's about to come. I want you to know it's sounding bad because, the veil ain't torn, but there is a peace that is about to come over, or is about to open up inside of you, to where you're going to be able, like how, how your parents have those stories, like I walked up the block 50 miles one way, that kind of thing. And they always say, you don't know what we talking about. Guess what? You gonna know. That's what God is telling me, is there's not about to not be any division, where you'll understand why black people run when ain't nobody chasing them. Like, just because you ran, I'm running too. And that's a God thing. Like, God do that. Like, the things that, or why they take off their shoes. I think it's in Asia. Everybody got to take off their shoe. These are disciplines. Like, because if you knew that demons live in dust, right? You wouldn't want people bringing their shoes in your house. You get what I'm saying? These are little disciplines that when you're not in control, you gotta learn. I mean, you learn, not just gotta learn, you learn them. They come they come with the territory of not being in control. If that, and I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. And here we go. I'll finish that off by why I'm trying to say it. You're go Through being able to see that is how you'll know I was telling the truth. When this thing open up, something's gonna open inside of you, and you're gonna feel it, and you're gonna understand it, and you'll get why the angels screamed at everyone, "No, don't do that." You'll get why it's wrong to put any God before God. You'll get it. You'll get it after that. And that's what I just felt like. I don't know. I just I felt like I didn't do justice to what God was trying to say. But I also felt like I don't know, that's a miraculous marker for me. You get what I'm saying? That's a marker for me. I always wonder why everybody else got like this tribal existence, or everybody else got this sacred, but on a humble sacred, not sacred. You know what I mean? Like, y'all the only ones that got sacred. Hold on, I want y'all to really see how I'm sitting. Sacred. Y'all the ones that got that. No, everyone else got like a, no, don't take the sand from there. You know what I mean? Everybody else got that going on. You're about to have that going on. You're something, not something, this entire thing. Everything that's happening is about turning you into a people and waking us up. Like, it was almost like in order for you to have a chance, we had to go to sleep for a second. But it's like, I don't know. We got to find this in the Bible. I'm going to go look it up. Because I feel God saying this is in the Bible. I don't know. I've never read it in the Bible. But I feel him saying that this is in there. That we had to go to sleep in order to wake you up. In order for you to, like, all things work together for those who love the Lord and are called by his righteousness. But considering this, like, little brother, little sister, since you new to the fold of this, of what I wish, like, it's new from a new understanding for me as well. So I don't know how to say it politically correct. But if I could give you some advice, humble your heart. At every turn. Like, even if me saying humble your heart made you offended just now, humble that too. It's the truth. Cause that's what I mean when I say, like literally a black person could walk up to another black person and be like, humble yourself. And I know what you mean. You get what I'm saying? Just because you said, like, we could be sitting there talking and I could be going da 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 da, and then you go, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Remain humble. Stay humble though. I'll know, like, it's something that I can't even explain it. It's literally like, it's common sense is what it turns out to be in the end. Everybody ain't got common sense. but it becomes common sense. Whenever you so if I could give you some advice for what's coming, not no, I was about to say love your brothers and sisters, but nah, that ain't what I nah, cause you know when somebody loving you fakely. You know what I'm saying? So I don't no, not love. I mean, God gon' do what he got to do to put inside you whatever he need to put inside you. What I want to say is humble yourself, because you're about to find out you were the only one not in the fold. But this is for you to be put in the fold and prepare your mind for how you're going to feel when you find out that you were the only one not in the fold. Like there's going to be a lot of, I feel God saying there's going to be a lot of like how I just said you're not in the fold, like that could elicit offense. There's going to be a lot of little things like that that's about to come up through this process of getting you home. And I'm just want to tell you, brother to sister, sister to brother, or sister to sister. You feel me? I hope I'm there. I just want to tell you, stay humble. Stay humble through it. Stay humble through it. Because the ones that you think are beneath you, they were in the fold before you. This is your adoption ceremony. You get what I'm saying? So stay humble through the process, and it's going to make it easier. It's like kind of like how I said, righteousness going to keep us safe through in the tribulation. Well, staying humble is going to, not from us, not keep you safe from us. I'm talking about God himself. I'm talking about the kind of butt whoopings God do. I ain't got nut. I am not talking about man-made stuff. I'm talking about the stuff where they done told you no, your credit bad, your man done beat you up, your job done fired you, and there ain't no hope because the brand of your past is on your face. I'm about to make me cry. I want you to hear this, right? I want you to hear this. Listen to me. I've seen it happen 1,000 times. Like everything I just said, you probably be like, what? Yeah, I've been through that. I was on drugs. You don't know what I've been through. Yeah, but when you change your clothes, your past don't tell on your future. You get what I'm saying? So like with the black people, you get what I'm saying? All that stuff I said, your job, you lost, all that stuff, your man done beat you, uh uh the comeback story is different because it ain't like you could ever run away from your skin color. You give it your brand. You can't never run away from that. Whereas you could get dressed, you could get off drugs, eat some food, educate yourself, and nobody would never know that 5 years ago you was a crackhead and about to die. Nobody would ever know that because now you run Saks Fifth Avenue Goldman Sachs. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about where when you tried all you can try and nothing pans out, and the only one that's gonna soothe your soul is God himself late night by your doggone self. That's the kind of humble I'm telling you to stay. Little sis, little bruh, that's how you gonna get home. Because in the late night hours is when he gonna talk to you. But if you try to fight, if you don't stay humble and say they call me everything but a white woman, because you know that's one of y'all sayings, there ain't no way to talk no white man, right? Y'all gonna have to let that go or y'all ain't gonna make it there. Y'all got... You, so I don't want you to think I'm saying this about like what black people or what white. No, I'm trying to get you to that adoption ceremony. And I'm letting you know, stay humble through this. Wait, look forward to the midnight hour where he could talk you through it and help you understand it. Whatever it is, whatever you heard the hard no, that lo and behold, because you are that, you a white woman or a white man, you never heard that before. Stay humble and let him talk to you about it at night or in y'all personally, you and God personally, because that's how those relationships are built so strong. I kind of feel bad for you because now I'm realizing that's the reason why the relationship ain't as tight. Because it was those late nights, those early mornings, those you lost it all, take it up the whatever and like it moments where there ain't nobody coming to save you. Ain't nobody gonna change it. You can't change your clothes. You are branded with this scarlet letter. Was the times we heard God. That's the times when we talk to him. My dog my soccer dog. So I just want to give you that advice. Stay humble. Stay humble and be willing to talk to God about it. That's what I want to tell you. Be willing to accept the no answer. Be willing to accept it. Like the no, sit down and shut up, hide in the corner answer. Be willing to accept it. Because if not, you going to carrying your way into something you ain't supposed to be carrying your way into carrying. You carrying too much the wrong place. And this is only for those that got ears to hear and eyes to see. If you ain't got ears to hear and eyes to... What is wrong? Look at these little teeth. Like if your tail wasn't wagging so much, I think you was showing your teeth at me. I'm sorry, I don't know if y'all see her little teeth. Wait, I don't know. But she's so cute. I've been seeing so many thank you, my sister. Am I explaining this right? I hope I am. I said this. Okay, so someone say I got to start saying someone. It's just me and you though. My girl Jamila, look, you a moderator. You family. I said this to my white family members. Oh, okay, so she does have white family members. I don't have white family members. I know it looked like I do. I don't. I don't have one. Okay, I don't even have one. But she said I said which I want to say that got to be a beautiful feeling. Like just being real. I don't have I don't know white people on earth that love me with enough to have this color skin. You get what I'm saying? So I got to be a beautiful feeling to have white family members. I don't. So I just want to tell you that. That's got to be beautiful. So make sure you love on all your family, for all the people out there. It matters to feel loved by different races. It matters. So Jamila said, I said this to my white family members. I said, I'll always be judged by my skin, but they judged on their clothes and job. Yeah, they can put that down. But God said it's something about that. No, they're going to feel it. They'll understand. God says something's about to open up inside of them where they're going to have to talk to him in order to believe, in order not to kill them own selves. They're going to have to, it's a hard fall from on high. You get what I'm saying? It's a real hard fall from up on high. And God said there's going to be we all going to be going through it. They just going to experience it differently. You get what I'm saying? So what I feel I'm saying is like this tragedy that's coming, because it's going to be a tragedy where you gotta walk by faith. There ain't no choosing. Like there ain't going to be no we're gonna do this to get out of this, or we'll ram a rocket on, into the asteroid to stop. No, this is gonna be where the answer is flat out God. Like this is gonna be where the answer is God answer only, and us who've been oppressed, all races that have been oppressed, real oppressed by other races, are gonna fare better during the destruction, because we all got to get through the destruction. We ain't getting to the adoption party until we get to the end. You get what I'm saying? And I just feel him saying, I I'm I feel him saying, no. Okay, I feel you, Father. He said, no, tell him the truth. Because it literally, that was a private conversation between me and him, is what he said. No, tell him the truth. It was private between me and you, you know. But your sister, as your sister, I'm your sister. I'm your sister. He said, tell them from why you care. Because I know how hard it's about to be to really have no other option than God. No other option whatsoever than God. That's how we become his people. That there is no, sometimes when there's no other answer, I really don't, I hope I'm not making this trivial. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Like, I hope the white people, that dear white people, I hope you understand what I'm saying. So as your sister, because he's right, I didn't have to come live a second time. So it's almost like he's saying that I'm not saying, you're saying this. Go ahead, let them know you're saying this, okay? As your sister, I want to give you tips. Because I do want to see that adoption party. It was beautiful. So I want to give you tips. And one of the biggest tip is forgive everybody. Forgive it all and accept your own part. Your own part. Like how I be like, yep, we was out there twerking. Yep, we were. Don't try to save face for it whatsoever. Yes, we did it. And I'm letting you know that's how you're going to get to listen to God faster. Praise God. Yes. That, like, once you submit to God's will is how you'll get to listening to him fast. Those late night hours where I'm telling you, there's no listen to me. There's no reason to talk to God until the world has told you absolutely not. You henpick mother gotta bada boo. You get what I'm saying? So when you get to that point where you go, I'm not a tiger. I thought I was a tiger. That's when you open your mouth to go, God, help me. Everyone does it that way. So don't think I'm saying it's like, but everyone does it that way. But that's how he lets you know, like, that's how I found out about his love. Because those late night hours, he made sense of the unsensible. Those late night hours, he told me he loved me when everybody else said they hated me. And I mean, everybody. No, not like, because that's what he was trying to tell me earlier, is that your oppression comes from your family, not knowing if your family loves you is the type of thing you're dealing with. But no, black people, we know our family love us. Matter of fact, I'm going to say what I want to say, because I know you love me and you can't go nowhere. You get what I'm saying? So for us, it's the outside influence that makes us go, woe is me. You get what I'm saying? Like, cause there's a blockade. There's a blockade there. But for what's coming, as your sister, I just want to tell you, the late night hours when it hurt are the best time. Like, that's when we all got the closest with them. And there's some white people that know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like, I know this. I ain't talking all white people, right? I know there's some white people that know exactly what I'm talking about. But there is some that we know, and y'all white people that know what I'm talking about know the ones that I'm talking about that don't know what I'm talking about, okay? Those middle of the night, those rock bottom moments, those unchangeable rock bottom moment. That's what I need you to understand. It ain't changeable rock bottom moments are when you speak to God the most. So don't be mad about it. Listen for his voice then. All right, I gotta go because this dog wants something. What do you want? I don't know if y'all can see her. I don't know. She wants something, and I'm like, she runs my life. I gotta go. But I hope I didn't mean any offense, But I'll tell you this: if you offended by what I just said, you proved that everything I just said to be true. Just from the being offended by it. Cause it is proven. Like, I'm talking about, just stand back and look at the whole thing. That is what the difference is. All the other races have this code of fear towards disrespecting something of God. I ain't even saying if their God is, that's for the, hey, I don't know. I can't tell you if somebody's God is real or fake or any of that. I don't know that. What I'm saying is, all of us have been, like, I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I hope I said it right. And I hope I ain't mean no harm. Know this, you about to have a beautiful adoption ceremony, and it's about to, man, I can't wait to be there. Can't wait. Meet you there. So I gotta go. Dog yell, like, she's real live yelling at me, like, with her face. All right. Oh, now you're gonna turn your back. All right, whatever. I gotta go. Talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.